And the talk of the town today, after 6 seasons at UTEP, the Miners fired head football coach Dana Dimel on Sunday following a disappointing 3-9 2023 season that began with extremely high expectations. KTSM was the first local affiliate to confirm the news. Dimel's firing was done with 1 year remaining on his contract. UTEP will owe Dimel a buyout payment of around $667,000 in exchange for cutting him loose a season early. Now, Dimel said after Saturday's loss to Liberty that he expected to return next year, but sources told KTSM this week that there was extensive pressure on athletic director Jim Center internally, externally, and from UTEP boosters to make the move. Dimel rebuilt the program after they went 0-12 the year before he arrived in 2017, eventually going 7-6 in 2021 and narrowly losing to Fresno State in the New Mexico Bowl. However, UTEP did not meet the high expectations set for the program the last 2 seasons after the bowl game, going 5-7 in 2022 and 3-9 this year amid an injury-plagued season. But with the talent and experience on the roster and the letdown the last 2 seasons, Dimel's fate was sealed. Here's more on the Dimel file. 20-49 in 6 seasons and 10-34 in Conference USA play. He had 5 losing seasons in his 6 years. That 2021 campaign where the Miners started 6-1 was his only winning season. He was given a 2-year contract extension after that year. He's now being let go with 1 year left on that contract, and UTEP will owe Dimel a buyout of just over $667,000 in addition to whatever they have to pay their next head coach. UTEP Athletic Director Jim Center released a statement thanking Dimel for his 6 seasons and saying, quote, "When he was hired, UTEP football was coming off a winless season and he built a more competitive team. However, we have not seen the kind of improvement necessary to compete for and win championships." Center continued, "We determined that a change in leadership was needed for the program to move forward," end quote. Now, UTEP did not make Center available for interviews beyond the statement that you just heard, but we did catch up with some fans at the women's basketball game today who said that the move was not surprising.
I hate to see anybody lose their job, but I think it's time to go into a totally new direction. It's time for a change, and I'm glad we're going we're going to make that change. That's the most important thing. I think our players deserve it. I think us fans deserve a winning season.
Now, you won't find a nicer guy in college football than Dana Dimel, but ultimately the last 2 losing seasons proved to be too much for him to overcome, and the Miners eventually cut ties. Now, a team meeting for UTEP's players has been scheduled for Monday morning with athletic director Jim Center and other athletic department staff members. A national search for the Miners' next coach will begin immediately. Later in the show, we'll discuss some potential replacements for Dimel. Could it be one of these 4 gentlemen? I can tell you, sources have told me these 2 men, Tony White and Mac Leftwich, are indeed interested in the UTEP opening. We will talk about that in just a few minutes. Carla, back to you.
Spark it up.
Big game.
LD, baby.
Ball on their own 31 on first down. Hankins. Oh, after the play, number 66.
Justin Mayers!
And the crowd wants a flag. Nothing came out.
You guys can cry all you want. This is how you pull with bad intentions. engage with the defender, lock the hands inside, run the feet, and then 10 yards later put the belly on it. That was fun to watch.
So we saw FIU offensive linemen get called for a penalty for the love tap, and nothing there?
Oh, but that's a block. That's called finishing a block. What you saw earlier was one of those UFC promos you've been reading, elbow, like a forearm shiver to the head after the play was dead. That play was technically not dead.
Nope, but I'm still pulling off this plaza line. Cross life. I ain't gotta say it, you know what it is. Professor Ollie and Dr. Giggles, the Wonder Kid. Yeah, we party hard and stay up late. Hold up, but don't get it twisted. Graduate. We run the yard, call it black and gold. The game is so been hard forever. We ice cold on. Strolling down a yellow brick road on them. Stomping hard forever. We ice cold on them. We bout our business. We make managers. Build bosses from Cornell to Canada. What else you do? We line them up, then we knock them down. We ain't taking shit. We set examples, set the bar high. Real high. Competition give a they don't even try. Never. Wise move, we the precursor. You heard? I got a gang of brothers, we ain't trying to hurt you. We deep. I walked on ice, but I never fell. Never. We got some stories I could never tell. Shut up.
Some expectation I have for myself, just to be the best team player I can be. You know, being a left guard and offensive line is a selfless position, especially on the offense. You know, you're gonna get all the credit or the touchdowns, but you know, if we win together as a unit, we'll get individual success as well. You know, just want to be a great man, great brother, great leader if I can. If some awards come with that, that'd be great if God blesses it. What I feel like I bring to the field, tenacity, dominant, fearless. Ready to die with my brothers. You know, I want to punish the opponent next to me, in front of me. Just want to be the best player I can be day in, day out. Who and what inspires my game? Inspires my game? I model after a lot of NFL Hall of Fame linemen. But I think just some of the people I've had in my life, my coaches or my dad or just people like that kind of motivate me to be the best player, whatever position it is. Kind of keeps me going. But hobbies, I'm a big car guy. I like to detail the car. I like to, you know, fix cars, clean them. I can play chess. I like instruments. But yeah, and I like outdoor sports. If I could fit on a dirt bike, I would ride it. I don't think I can fit on one anymore.
Justin Andrew Mayers was born on December 12, 2000 in Woodland Hills, California. Son of Andre and Mylene Mayers, he has one sister. Justin moved with his family to Frisco, Texas during his junior year of high school. He played 2 seasons of varsity football at Reedy High School in Frisco. His efforts helped the Lions to a 13-1 overall mark, including an undefeated 8-0 district record in 2018. Named First Team All-District and earned Reedy High School's Offensive Lineman of the Year. He paved the way for Reedy rushers to gain 3,139 yards and score 46 touchdowns as a team. The Lions threw for 2,703 yards and 24 scores. The Lions rushed for more than 200 yards on 6 occasions and ran for a season-high 308 yards in a victory over Midlothian. As a junior, Reedy rushed for 2,101 yards and 31 touchdowns. Justin Mayers signed with the University of Texas, El Paso on February 6, 2019, over offers from Lamar University, Northwestern State, Stephen F. Austin University, Angelo State, among others. In 2019, as a true freshman, Mayers redshirted and did not see action. In 2020, as a redshirt freshman, Mayers saw action in 6 games for the Miners on the offensive line. He made his first career appearance in UTEP's season-opening win over Stephen F. Austin. He helped pave the way for a rushing attack that scored 16 touchdowns and surpassed 1,000 yards on the season. He also helped pave the way for a rushing offense averaging 138.9 yards per game.
Yeah, I think the actions plays a big part, because it's a big thing to talk about it, but then when your actions say something different, it's kind of, it's like everything you just said is false, it's like, So I feel like, especially my first year, like what Dion was saying, just trying to fit in and trying to, figure out who I can talk to and how do I need to act or whatever to come across certain people. And I feel like, coming back, after my first year, just trying to just be myself more, knowing that just being true to myself and being true to God and just having more positive actions. And when coach, because on the O-line we get ripped all the time, and my coach will just rip me sometimes for 20 minutes in the meeting, and it's like, dang, Justin, how do you, it's like, how does that not affect you? And it's like, because at the end of the day, I know who I am through God, and at the end of the day, we all have to, we're all going to be on our knees, talking to God, and just our actions are going to be what represent us, And at the end of the day, I know he's a man, and it's a guy I have to look up to and respect, and I try to take the positive from it, because, even when Jesus was on the earth and his disciples were, trying to follow him and trying to believe what he was saying, as he was, curing the sick and the blind, and all these, people the priests and everyone was against him, his enemies were like, no, that's all false and stuff like that. Just trying to believe it, through all the negativity, and just trying to stay faithful and just, letting my actions speak more. And I feel like a lot of people are more positive around the locker room. And, it's not easy, especially when you go through battles where there's our record or whatever, and just trying to keep God, at the foundation, at the end of it all is the biggest thing you could do. I think that really started in high school, just, especially in Texas, just football is a big thing.
Yeah, football
is. It's a huge thing coming from California, and it's just realizing, having people know that at the end of the day, God is the most important. And, we started praying before every game, after, during halftime, and we started winning all the games. And, through God, we always say, all things through God is possible, So that's pretty much,
Amen.
Yeah.
Glory to God, man.
In 2021, Mayers was a reserve offensive lineman and played in 5 of the first 7 games. In 2022, Mayers started all 12 games at left guard. His efforts helped the Miners compile 159.4 rushing yards per game, 5th in CUSA and 61st nationally.
You got double team too. Whoever end up in prison after this segment, I apologize. One, 3, spring ball. That's the last work day of the week. Time to get to one. I might be crying at the end of the day. Hey, this waterproof? All right, man. I'm gonna try my best not to get it wet. Really could have been a model. To be honest with you, this joint might be on the ground by the end of the day. Why? Because I get active. What you mean? Equipment malfunction? I'll put it in. Equipment malfunction. Equipment malfunction. Here. Made by Roxy. Put it on this. Put it on this. Good. Okay, Mike. He in go mode. Hey, stay square! My name is Stephen Hubbard, and I'm here at Mike W. UTEP.
Justin Mayers, man. Thanks for spending the day with us, man. Me and my boy Glow.
Yeah, man, it's Big Glow, man. Appreciate y'all for
Stay
coming
tuned.
to y'all cell phone and being mic'd up with us today.
Well, the UTEP football team continues its preparations for the start of the 2023 season. It's now week 3 of fall camp for the Miners. UTEP has high hopes for a bowl game and more this season. One unit will be particularly key to those goals. UTEP's offensive line arguably is the strength of the whole team. The Miners returned 5 players that started games a season ago, and the foursome of Andrew Meyer, Elijah Klein, Stephen Hubbard, and Justin Mayers were rated as Conference USA's top linemen at their positions entering 2023 by Pro Football Focus. Now, good line play will open up everything UTEP's offense wants to do. The Miners think they have the talent and the depth to get it done.
That's a strength of our football team, you know, and then but that doesn't mean they don't have to get better, and they have gotten better to the man individually. I believe, you know, they have a lot of leadership in that group, a lot of experience, and they're doing a really good job with that.
4 of UTEP's starting 5 linemen were all Conference USA selections last year. As they go, so go the Miners. The season begins August 26th at Jacksonville State.
During Justin Mayers' career at UTEP, he earned honorable mention All-Conference USA in both 2022 and 2023 as a key member of the offensive line. Mayers made 24 career starts in 35 appearances and helped the Miner ground game produce more than 144 yards rushing per game and 16 rushing touchdowns in 2023. Through his efforts, a pair of running backs rated in the top 7 of the CUSA rushing list during the regular season. He also helped the Miners reach a bowl game in 2021. He was a member of Conference USA Commissioner's Academic Honor Roll in 2020, 2021, 2022, and 2023. He majored in kinesiology and graduated in December 2023. The new Colorado left guard is 6'3", 315 pounds. He was ranked as the number 4 interior lineman in the portal and the number 63 prospect overall. Mayers graded out as a real plus run blocker and pass blocker in over 800 snaps last season for the Miners. He finished as the 3rd best lineman in the CUSA per PFF, allowing just 6 hurries all season. He has over 1,700 snaps in 36 games at left guard under his belt and has 1 year of eligibility remaining.